Business Blast. Yeah. Satco. Go to satco.com. Greg, satco.com. Woo.
Coming out hot for 2021.
Yeah.
Satco's a hot company. They've been around for a long time, but they got all the goods you need. Always coming out with product. And you go to them about anything. I'm talking anything, and they'll give you the answer quickly and correctly for lighting. Those guys are the best.
The gangsters.
Okay.
Light thing, right thing. Satco.com. What's up, Greggy?
There's a few different ways to sell, right? Really, there's two, is what I'm finding out. I've done it for 15 years. There's people that have done it longer, and it takes me a little while sometimes to pick up on things. But there's really the consultative approach, and then there's a transactional approach. Is there anything I'm missing? Is that it? Is that it, Mike? Is it you're either going to be consultant and really talk through it, or are you just going to transact what you got and move on? Is there any sales technique I'm missing?
Well, I want to say something first, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because I want to make sure that we're talking about the right thing. You're just talking about a choice, a benign choice. One's not better than the other. There's nothing wrong with the transactional approach.
Correct.
Just a different business. It's a different model, right? So I think consultative, so you're adding some value by human interaction to the sale, which would be the consultative approach. And the other one would be, I'm just trying to get this to market at the lowest price and the fastest shipping approach. Something like that.
That's all I got. There's nothing to consult with.
Okay, so then you have to look outside of that when it comes to... Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I think I mean, either somebody's adding value to something and charging for that as part of it, the service, or either billing you directly for labor or charging more for the product in order to pay for that, or somebody's just like BlackBerry Key 2, $8.99, next day shipping.
So my question of what's better, I'm going to cross off because it depends on the business you're in. Is it? What do you think of the type of person? Do you, like, you're in sales yourself? Do you say I'm one or the other, or I'm both, or I prefer one or the other? Or is it? Do you think it's everybody's own individual opinion on that, or is there just people that are geared towards one way or the other?
So if I was not me and I wanted to do a lighting system and I knew everything about me, I would say, just do whatever you want to me for my lighting system. Like, you just do the lighting system. Take in the value, what's worth paying for more, what's not worth it. And you make the lighting system as if you were me. To me, that's what I would say. So in that case, I would want the consultative approach. But I find there's a lot of shysters in lighting. Like, you have people that will walk into my office who just started making or importing Chinese fixtures last year, come in and try to tell me that it's about quality. We have the highest... You don't even know what you're selling, actually. You don't have any idea what the product is. And you're trying to approach me and say this is about quality or it's about something else. No, it's for you and me. You just give me the lowest price you possibly can, because that's the only way reason I'm going to buy from you. So for me, I take the position that I think the other person is most likely going to give me money for, and then I give them what they want. Right?
Sure. And we're talking business in general. You relate it to lighting, from a project standpoint. That's consultative, where you're actually going through and figuring out. It can be transactional, but it usually is that. From a supply is usually transactional. It can be both, actually. So I think what I'm trying to get at is the individual person. As a salesperson, do you need to have the ability and the skill set to do both?
The more arrows you have in the quiver, the more money you make. Period. End of the story. Right? Yeah. Something, for salespeople, you don't want to be a one-trick pony. You want to be able to be adaptable to the situation you're in. If you're the host of the Get a Grip on Lighting podcast and you think you're hot shit, but somebody runs a factory and they don't care about you, then maybe just listen to them and give them what they want. Maybe they just want the lowest price. Maybe you're the second bid on the table. So be it. Drop the price. Yeah. You ever get that feeling? You're the backup quote, right? When that's happening, right? So then just blow your brains out. Throw 10 points on it. See what happens.
Yeah, and I think
I don't know.
yeah. Just from the lighting standpoint, I feel like there are a lot of people that are transactional and everything. It's like, this is my fixture and this is the solution to everything, and from lighting standpoint, that doesn't work. Where it does work is, I don't mean to get into a whole nother tangent, but I have another thing I'm doing where I'm selling Bloody Mary mix. I'm just going to say, right?
It's good too.
One product. It's one product and that's it. And so I'm doing this back and forth where one day I'm like, you need this, and that's it. I'm transactional here. Nothing, no solution. This is the right answer. And then in lighting, I'm like, well, we got all these. And so it depends on the profession you're in and what you're selling.
Simplicity sure does make for volume, though.
Like, it does. It can.
If you have a simple message, you can hit a lot more people with it, right? Like, hey, do you buy Bloody Mary mix? Yeah, we do. Oh, I got the best one. Here it is. This is the best one.
Yep.
Do you not buy Bloody Mary mix? Everybody's got damn light bulbs. It's impossible to get rid of anybody.
Yeah, you're right. So there is no right answer at the end of the day of all this, but that's just what it is. Like, and it's hit me especially lately because of this. I go from one thing and say, that's it. And then I go from the next thing to be like, oh, it's everything. What do you want? So it's funny to change between the two.
It's it's funny about savvy, right? It's like what you're talking about is savvy. You're very savvy. I'm very savvy. When people talk about, experience or time, there's people that go a whole career and they're always that guy that's selling one product. Like, they're always doing that transactional sale, right? And to me, that the fun part is choosing, like me choosing. That's what I like. I like the strategy. I like thinking things through. I like cooking up a deal and looking at somebody and thinking about it a little bit. And whether, this guy, you know what to do? Just send him just an outlet. Just send him a quote for the light fixtures. This guy's after the lowest price, and he's just wheeling and dealing. He doesn't know what's up. We want to make sure we're putting the lowest price on the table for this guy. So he calls back the lowest price, right? So you'll get a call, right? Hey, yeah, I saw, everybody else is 75,000. You guys put a price of 30,000 in. Yeah, all you got to do is install them.
Sure.
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all you got to do is to install them. You got an electrician, right? Yeah, my brother's an electrician. Yeah. So I'll do the rebate. I'll send you the fixtures. You just install them. You know how many times I've gotten jobs like that, dude?
Really?
Oh, it's such a beautiful way to hit people up because you make it seem like it's nothing. I mean, it's going to be another John's going to come after me and be like, you're not morally correct. No, man. It's just like what I do is I break it out. Like if I sense that this guy's really price sensitive, then I find a way to give him the minimum amount for the lowest price and then throw back at him what else has to happen. And he's like, well, I think the other guys are installing it. I'm like, yeah, see, that's where you can save some money.
Yeah. So as you're saying that, what's hitting me now is that it's really the same thing at the end. It's a game at the end of the day. Whether you're transactional sale or consultative, play the game.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Get the sale.
There's nothing wrong. Not everybody has to listen to you. What you want is all the money. Right? Satco.com, baby. Yep. They do the light thing. They do the right thing. Great arrow in your quiver. Satco, man. Oh, yeah. If you're in lighting, especially if you're electrical distribution and you're not like a lighting distributor like Greg and I, and you don't want to have like a million lighting companies, get Satco on there, brother. You can get rid of you can probably replace everyone with Satco. SATCO.com.